Top 10 best villains of all time in Hollywood. Heroes make us cheer, but villains? They make us feel. Fear, anger, curiosity, even admiration. A great villain doesn't just challenge the hero. They challenge us. Today, we're diving deep into the top 10 best Hollywood villains of all time. The characters we love to hate and hate to love. Let's get started. Number 10. Hans Landa, Inglourious Bastard, 2009. Played by Christoph Waltz, Hans Landa is the smooth-talking, terrifying Nazi officer in Quentin Tarantino's World War II film. His nickname? The Jew Hunter. That alone sets the tone. What makes Landa unforgettable is how polite and intelligent he is, almost charming. But underneath that calm exterior is a ruthless, manipulative man. His ability to speak multiple languages, switch emotions instantly, and make you feel safe just before he destroys you, is chilling. Fun fact, Christoph Waltz wasn't a big Hollywood star before this role, but his performance was so incredible, he won Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars, Golden Globes, and Cannes Film Festival. Tarantino himself has said the film wouldn't have worked without Waltz as Landa. Number 9. Norman Bates, Psycho, 1960. Before there was Jason, Freddy, or Michael Myers, there was Norman Bates. Anthony Perkins played the shy, soft-spoken motel owner with a secret. He is his mother. Directed by Alfred Hitchcock, Norman's story was loosely inspired by real-life killer Ed Gein, who also influenced characters like Leatherface and Buffalo Bill. That legendary shower scene changed cinema forever. Viewers were so shocked that theaters had signs telling people not to enter after the movie had started. Fun fact, Norman Bates was the first time audiences realized the killer could be the nice guy. His dual personality and quiet madness made psychological horror a whole new genre. Number 8. Loki, Marvel Cinematic Universe. The god of mischief became the god of fan favorites. Played by Tom Hiddleston, Loki started as Thor's jealous brother. But he wasn't just evil, he was witty, vulnerable, and complex. That's what made him special. Fans loved him so much that he eventually got his own series on Disney+. Loki's journey from villain to anti-hero is rare in superhero films. He's committed betrayal, murder, and world domination, and yet we still root for him. Fun fact, Tom Hiddleston originally auditioned for Thor, but the producers thought he had something more special and gave him the role of Loki instead. Number 7. The Joker, The Dark Knight, 2008. Why so serious? Heath Ledger's Joker redefined what a villain could be. Unlike past versions, this Joker didn't want money or control, he wanted anarchy. He wanted to prove that anyone, even Batman, could lose their mind with the right push. Ledger famously locked himself in a hotel room for weeks to prepare for the role, keeping a journal in Joker's voice. The result? A haunting, chaotic performance that earned him a posthumous Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Fun fact, his line, "You want to know how I got these scars?" was improvised differently each time, keeping even the actors around him on edge. Number 6. Hannibal Lecter, The Silence of the Lambs, 1991. Dr. Hannibal Lecter is a psychiatrist, a genius, and a cannibal. Played by Anthony Hopkins, Lecter is terrifying not because he yells or uses brute force, but because he's calm, articulate, and always one step ahead. In just 16 minutes of screen time, Hopkins created one of the most iconic characters in cinema history. He helps FBI trainee Clarice Starling catch another killer, but not without mind games and psychological tricks. Fun fact, Lecter's eerie hissing sound wasn't in the script. Hopkins added it during filming, and it freaked everyone out. So they kept it. Number 5. Darth Vader, Star Wars series. Few villains are as instantly recognizable as Darth Vader. With his black armor, deep voice, thanks to James Earl Jones. And that unforgettable breathing Vader became the face of the dark side. But Vader's power lies in his story. He was once Anakin Skywalker, a promising Jedi who fell into darkness. His transformation into Vader, his rule under Emperor Palpatine, and his final redemption by saving his son Luke, all make him more than a villain. He's a tragic figure. Fun fact, the line, "I am your father," was kept secret even from most of the cast to avoid leaks. It shocked the world and became one of the most famous twists in film history. Number 4. Anton Chigurh, No Country for Old Men, 2007. Cold, soulless, unstoppable. Anton Chigurh, played by Javier Bardem, is one of the scariest villains ever because he feels real. He doesn't shout or show emotion. He just acts like a machine. His weapon, a captive bolt gun usually used to kill livestock. He decides life and death with a coin toss. That randomness makes him even scarier. There's no reasoning with him. Fun fact, Bardem's haircut was so weird, even he hated it, but it helped make Chigurh look awkward and unpredictable. He won an Oscar for the role, and became the first Spanish actor to do so. Number 3. Voldemort, Harry Potter series. He who must not be named. The dark wizard who feared death so much, he split his soul into pieces. Voldemort, played by Ralph Fiennes, is the ultimate symbol of evil in the wizarding world. What makes Voldemort truly frightening isn't just his powers. It's how he was once just Tom Riddle, a gifted student at Hogwarts. His slow descent into darkness, obsession with blood purity, and total lack of empathy make him unforgettable. Fun fact, Ralph Fiennes scared children on set so much that even off camera, some refused to go near him while he was in full makeup. Number 2. Thanos, Avengers series. Thanos didn't just want to rule, he wanted balance. His plan? Erase half of all life in the universe to save the rest. He thought he was saving the world, and that's what makes him terrifying. He believed he was right. Played by Josh Brolin, Thanos is powerful, calm, and strangely wise. He respects his enemies and never loses control. When he finally snaps his fingers with the Infinity Gauntlet in Infinity War, wiping out half the universe, it left audiences in shock. Fun fact, the visual effects used to create Thanos were groundbreaking. Brolin's expressions and acting were captured with such detail that the CGI character felt completely real. Number 1. Joker, 2019. Yes, Joker takes the top spot again. But this time, it's a different version. Joaquin Phoenix's performance in Joker showed us the making of a villain. Arthur Fleck isn't evil from the start. He's broken by society, ignored, and pushed to the edge. His transformation into Joker is disturbing, but also tragic. Phoenix lost over 50 pounds for the role and studied mental illness to portray Arthur authentically. His creepy laugh wasn't just scary, it was based on a real condition called pseudobulbar effect, where people laugh or cry uncontrollably. Fun fact, Joker became the highest-grossing R-rated movie of all time and earned Phoenix an Oscar for Best Actor. And there you have it, the top 10 greatest villains in Hollywood history. From chaotic clowns to cold-hearted killers, each of these villains gave us more than just fear. They gave us questions. Why do we fear them? Why are we drawn to them? And sometimes, why do we relate to them? Whether it's through charm, tragedy, or madness, these villains prove that sometimes the bad guy is the one you remember most. So now, we want to hear from you. Who's your favorite movie villain of all time?